Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And for everybody who's new here, my name is Vanessa and I'm 24 years old and I do makeup as a hobby on YouTube and Instagram. I will put my socials all down in the description box, so therefore if you want to, you can follow me on all my socials. And today let's just start. We're just gonna play a little bit with makeup. Please consider subscribing, so help your girl out, join the family. And if you're interested in watching a tutorial with this palette, the Revolution X Patricia Bright Rich in Color palette, then just keep on watching. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet, so let's just get surprised together. So I already did my eyebrows, therefore I did use the Essence Cosmetics eyebrow pencil, and I'm really happy with it. Like, I keep coming back to it. It's not a bad product and very inexpensive, so if you look for an affordable eyebrow product, I would definitely recommend the Essence Cosmetics eyebrow pencil. So now I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes like I always do with the P. Louise Ibis in the Rumor Zero, which is the white one, just to make the color pop some more. And I always put it on with a fluffy brush, and then I pat the product down with the beauty sponge. Okay, so I just got finished watching on TLC the pretty much Love Behind Bars. So I don't know how it's called in English, but it is pretty much a show where people out of prison meet somebody who's just living the regular lives and they fall in love, and then they kind of document how it's gonna be when they get out, if they're gonna successfully fall in love, get married, have children, whatsoever. And there are, I think, like 5 couples, and obviously the craziest one is freaking Sarah and Megan and the dude who's in prison, which is Sarah's husband, and his name was, I forgot his name, but he's a douchebag. He's stupid. But yeah, so I'm gonna put in the palette somewhere so I don't have to keep picking it up, but I'm just gonna talk about it real quick and what I think of it. So like I said, I just watched it, and out of all the couples, they are like the most that I want to talk about. If you want to have a video on the others, then just like give a thumbs up and put a 100 emoji on the comment section so I know. Pretty much the thing is, Sarah and his name is Michael. They have a daughter. First of all, she's 3 years old, super cute, and Sarah works as a waitress, and I think she's going to college, so she's kind of like established in life, taking care of the daughter and all that stuff. Michael has been in prison for, I believe, 3 years at this point. So Sarah pretty much gave birth, he had to go to prison, and she was waiting ever since on him to come out. While Michael was in prison, Sarah and Michael, they got married. So on Sarah's end, she thinks Michael's gonna change, everything is gonna be better. They've known each other for like 7 years, or been together for 7 years, so they have history. Megan is, I believe, a little bit older than Michael. She is established in life. I think she has her own company or something like that. I totally forgot. She is very religious, as from what I know, or she has her standards, okay? Cool. Everything fine. She's a virgin, and she believes that Michael, and I'm not trying to be judgy here, I'm not trying to, do you woo-woo, I don't care. But I'm just giving you my insight on that. I don't even want to laugh about it, but it's so crazy how this whole stuff unfolds. So throughout the whole season, you see how Michael is pretty much saying in the beginning he loves Megan and he doesn't want to be with Sarah anymore, but the only reason why he is with Sarah and got married to her in the first place is because of their child. So he was scared that Sarah was gonna take him away from his daughter. So therefore, that's why he said it's necessary for me to do that so that I can be with my kid, and then I don't know, divorce or get rid of Sarah and then be with Megan. So he gets released. Megan is so happy to see him, and like last minute he's gonna call and say, I don't want you to come, and she's already at the airport, so she's devastated. She don't know what is going on, and he comes up with an excuse that it's just not the right time and that he's gonna plan something and then they're gonna be together. So in the meantime, Sarah is picking him up. Sarah is the one who's bringing him home. Family's gonna see him. Everybody's happy that he's home. We just talk about the fact that he literally has 2 relationships at one, and then on top of that he's married, and he promises both the same thing. And then on top of that, Megan is a virgin and he's about to take her virginity because he thinks he's gonna leave Sarah, which is his wife, who he has a 3-year-old daughter with. Keep that in mind. So I don't know all the details from the show, but it's pretty much like that. He's always trying to, you know, jangle around both relationships, but he feels like he needs to be intimate with Sarah because they are married and she's not gonna be suspicious if, you know. So guess what he does? He gets intimate with Sarah, and Sarah ends up pregnant, and he is going to the Niagara. Okay, so he's gonna start a fight with Sarah the day he got released, or like somewhat like that. He starts a fight with Sarah, then takes her car to then pick up Megan and have this special night with Megan. And that was after he got Sarah pregnant. Like, we talking about days difference. Like, it's days in between. And after all that, he gets a call and he's supposed to go to parole officer or whatever, so he has to leave Megan. Megan is so sad. Megan is so devastated. She can't spend her time with her precious Michael. So Sarah is upset about the fact that Michael has been gone, not knowing that he was with somebody else, obviously, because she thinks, that's my husband. We just had a fight. He always comes back home. So the best friend, Sarah's best friend, doesn't think that Michael is the right person for her. She doesn't think that they're supposed to be together. She wants Sarah to break up, And then we have Michael's mom, who knows about both people. She knows about Megan, she knows about Sarah, obviously, because Sarah is his wife. And she says Megan has to go. And after they have like a one-on-one conversation, Michael kind of makes the decision to leave Megan. In the meantime, though, he meets up with Megan at the airport, and they put in the wrong address for the parole officer. And one comes to another, and he ends up back in prison. So then Sarah finds out that Michael is apparently seeing somebody else. So she's mad at the woman, like how a lot of females are. Like, they blame the woman before they blame their own man. Ask me why, I have no idea. But overall, my thoughts till this is like, okay, I do understand that he wanted to leave his wife, but where's like, he is literally just thinking about himself. He's not even thinking or considering Sarah's feelings. Like, he is just like, I don't really want to be with her, but I want to, like, he wants everything. I want to be with my daughter and all that stuff. But I just feel like overall, if he would have just been honest, he would have gotten better off than what he did. So yeah, there's that. So pretty much at the end of the show, it happens that Sarah finds out about Megan. They meet up at the hotel, and at first it's like a fight because Sarah is like attacking Megan, like she's the one who's at wrong here, while Megan is not even the one who's at wrong here. And she even like emphasizes that she's not the one to be mad at, and she didn't know about anything. And Sarah is so dumb for staying with Michael while he obviously is having fun with Megan. And the only reason why Megan is being so mad and mean is because Sarah, again, is attacking Megan for the actions of her husband, her cheating, lying ass husband. So, okay, let me put this like that. When I saw this scene playing out, I got so pissed at Sarah. I got upset with Sarah because she pretty much expected something out of Megan that Megan couldn't give her. Like, she was like, you are so dumb, and you are like the side chick, and this is my husband, and if I tell you this is my husband, then you need to be quiet and just tell me what happened and be all this and be all that. While Megan was just like, I didn't even know about you. You were attacking me for no reason. And on top of that, like, what do you want to know? You already know everything. Like, there's nothing she could say to make her feel better or something like that. So I totally understood where Megan was coming from. But at the same time, like, I did understand, but I was like, Sarah, like, you are being unreasonable here, pretty much. And I thought at first, like, is this even real? Like, I really asked myself, like, is this show real, or do they make this up? But no, after they like wrap up the whole season or whatever, it's being like brought out that Sarah had a daughter, and another person on that show had a daughter as well. So everything was true what happened. It's just crazy that all that stuff happened on the internet. But I'm just thinking, like, they both are still in contact with Michael, who is in prison based on the fact that he violated some of his parole, like, he violated his parole stuff or whatever, because he was late. And yeah, that's why they said, like, you gotta go to prison or whatever. And he even then said, like, I was trying to like break up with Sarah to be with Megan, but then when I saw how my daughter was so happy with her both parents around, he felt pretty much bad, and then tried to break up with Megan, but then he got arrested, so then he couldn't do that no more. Pretty much my thinking is Sarah's probably gonna end up back together with him, which is okay if she's happy with that. Why else would you have contact? I mean, they do have a child, but still, like, if she's gonna end up happy with that, then sure, why not? Like, I'm not gonna judge you. But overall, Michael is just, I have no words for that, because he made it sound like it's so reasonable. Like, yeah, I'm just, stringing her along because we have a child together and I want to have my child in my life, but at the same time, I love somebody else, so I'm with that person that I truly, truly, truly love. And I'm just like, dude, like, you are crazy. Like, you have no remorse, no nothing. Like, it just seemed so, it didn't even seem honest to me. It just felt like to me that he just, like, I don't know, I've never been in prison, but I'm thinking to myself, if you have been, or if you are in prison and you don't want to be with the mother of your child, so you go on the internet and talk to somebody else for whatever reason, okay, cool, but then getting married to the mother of your child because you upkeep the relationship that y'all have, knowing damn well you don't want to be with them. And then I feel like it was just an excuse for him to justify the things that he was doing. Like, I didn't even feel like he was really trying to, like, break up with Sarah. I thought he could get away with, doing all these things and then end up, like, on the good side afterwards, which clearly didn't work out. Because if I was Sarah, and I don't want to be like, if I was her, I would totally know what I would do, because I don't. Like, I'm not in her situation. I could not imagine how it would be for me if the father of my kid would be, like, in prison or some shit like that, and then all that stuff happens, like what happened to her. It's just overall crazy to me that all that stuff happened, like, on TV. To me, it's like Sarah should have, like, she tolerated too much already. Like, she should have not endured his behavior. She was literally crying for attention from Michael, begging him to be a father and a good husband, when I feel like you shouldn't have to beg somebody faithful to you, or to, put them, like, be the person that they on paper are to you. Like, let me say, you guys are married or whatever, or, stuff like that, then I feel like she shouldn't even have to beg him to act right. He as a husband should, like, want to be that person for her without asking, because you don't get married to somebody if you're not willing to be that person, what that name or, like, what that title represents. Like, that didn't make sense at all. And naive as she was, hoping that there was going to be a family, but I'm thinking, okay, he has been gone for 3 years, and within days after his release, you get pregnant. And again, I'm not trying to judge, I'm not trying to, like, be like, oh my gosh, like, this and that and whatever, but I'm just like, what the hell? Like, I'm just like, that is just crazy to me. Because being 3 years away from somebody, even though you keep visiting them and stuff, is still not the same. They should have, like, established their new relationship after him being, like, released from prison. They should have been a family first, and that's just my advice. Obviously, stuff happened differently, but they should have been like a family first and have him grow into the role of being a father to his first kid instead of head over heels doing all these things that he obviously wasn't ready for. And I feel like he was just not ready for it. I feel like he just was like, yeah, let's do this and it's gonna be and but he didn't really like think like what that actually, like, I don't know what it's gonna mean. So I was just like amazed by the fact how everything unfolded and how yeah, I was just like, what? I thought it was gonna be like such a fight, but then when Sarah realized that Megan didn't even know, she kind of like pulled back a little bit. And I just think it's still crazy that Megan is like still talking to him. I mean, I get it, you lost your virginity to it, but that's like the next thing. If I were to be with somebody who has a child by somebody else, right, and they're in prison and I don't know them, how can I trust them to tell me that it's true that they are not together no more? Like, I wouldn't want to talk to the baby mother, which ended up being his wife. But like, I would have wanted to talk to her to see like, are y'all guys still together, so that I know from my conscience like that I can start something with that person. She just blindly believed him, which was also very crazy to me, but everybody's different. I feel like if you are head over heels for somebody, you might just not be thinking clearly. So therefore, that's why Michael had it like so easy to like manipulate the situation to how it was. It just didn't work out well for him at all, but I already knew it wasn't gonna work out well for him. Alright, so this is pretty much my thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And let's just finish this face. Okay, so I pretty much am done with the overall look. I'm very happy with it. It's pretty cute. The colors blend super good. Like, that palette is just bomb. I always recommend it on my channel for people who want something very affordable, but like, you know, a lot of colors and variety. She also has the Rich in Life palette, which is, I believe, a neutral one with a little bit of color, so that one is also very good. I have both of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Revolution cut crease canvas in white, and I'm gonna map out where I want my crease to be. Honestly, you guys, I really do believe that my eyes are just uneven because this always ends up higher. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use a Q-tip and makeup remover and do like the old thing where I remove the pigment underneath to then lay down a white canvas. And then again, I use my fluffy brush, and I really always do that and pat down the product just to make it like setting easier and just evener. And now again, I have to fill in this whatever color I want to use. I'm gonna go ahead and use the shade Pillow Talk because I just really love this shade. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask about 90 Day Fiancé. Is it 90 Day Fiancé? I'm thinking, I'm not sure, maybe I'm mixing it up with another show, but there's this one show where pretty much people from a different country fall in love over the internet, and then they end up you know, getting engaged or married or moved there or whatever. And it's always like kind of like you leave all your like family and house and job and everything to be with this person, and it just seemed very risky what they're doing. And there's this one couple where she is like 60 years old, lives in Palm Springs. Her name is Jenny, I believe, and she's with this dude from India. Sumit, I'm not sure, I don't want to pronounce it wrong. And he has her come over to India. Mind you, she is 61 years old. She was established in America, and she left her family, her daughter, to be with him, to get married to him, and then to live in India. Come to find out that this dude has a whole wife over there. They've been together for 6 years, and he has a wife for like 2 or 3 years. And the reason as to why he didn't tell Jenny about it was because he got into that marriage because his parents arranged that, so he doesn't love his wife. But by Indian law, you kind of go to jail or prison or whatever if you cheat on your wife or if you want to end the marriage, because in India it's kind of like you marry this person and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, it's almost like we don't care, you are gonna get married and that's it, and you just have to live with that. And he kind of wasn't accepting that, and he thought if Jenny comes to like India, he's gonna just get married and have this double life. And what I don't understand is, if you don't want to be with that wife of yours, why don't you just leave and go over there? She was established there, but you have her come there with all your, like, oh my God. And this woman literally said she don't know what, I mean, Jenny was hurt and stuff, and I get that. And her daughter was even more upset, like, but she was almost like, even though all this stuff happened, I would still want to be with him. And I was just like, girl, you better than me, because she didn't even leave. She waited for a whole week for him to come from his in-laws or parents' house to explain her the situation, to then decide to leave, but still having like the hope that they was gonna be together. Yeah, I don't know what you were thinking, but I was just like, wow. Alright, I'm gonna finish off this with Reckless, as in I'm gonna blend Reckless in between the blue. Overall, I feel like all these shows are like so insightful, even though maybe some stuff may be like scripted or whatever, but I feel overall that obviously people in real life experience these things. And the most crazy thing about the prison show is, there's this one show with the dude who is with this woman he never met in his life before, and they get married the day after she got out of prison. They don't even know each other, nothing like that, and they get married. And then she apparently has a crack addiction, leaves him in that night to get some more crack, but then he doesn't come back. She doesn't come back. She gets arrested. She took the rental car of him that he now has to pay for, which is like 20 grand off top. And everybody in his family, whatever, tells him like, don't be with this woman, she's bad for you. And he still adores her, and that's respected, duh. But she then goes to prison, loses a bunch of weight for whatever reason. She looks way less attractive than before. She just looks used. She honestly, I'm sorry, but she did really look like a drug addict. Like, she just looked very through life. Like, she just looked like, I'm done with this. Like she looked tired and all this, I'm worn out. And I was just like, that's so crazy that he still like, you know, wanted to be with her and stuff. And they never like really, I don't really know what happened afterwards, but pretty much he still took her back after she went to prison again, and he had a house and all that stuff for her. So that was also very crazy. Alright, so if you're pretty much done with this look, then I will be right back with my base on. Okay guys, I'm back here, and yeah, I finished off my face. For my lip, I did use the Kiko Milano lip pencil 303, and then the Roxy, what was it called? Ride or Die lipstick in the shade Tokyo. I really love this lipstick. It is so cute. It is matte, and yeah, I like it. For highlighter, I did use the Revolution Pro Skin Finish, and yeah, what do you think? I will give you a close-up. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I literally just am watching right now. They're wrapping up the series with the people who, you know, with the couples who are internationally together, and there's so much stuff that's coming out, and it's like so juicy and it's so good, so I'm definitely gonna put a video out on that. Yeah, please consider subscribing, and yeah, comment down below, give the video a thumbs up, follow me on my social, everything will be linked down below, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye!